This video is an introduction to the ribbon interface in AECOsim Building Designer. So let's take a look at the different components of the ribbon interface. So we have our tabs, for example, file, architectural, structural, mechanical, etc. Along the very top left is the quick access toolbar. Part of the quick access toolbar is different workflows. So we have the pick list here for workflows. Over on the right, you'll see there is a search functionality, a sign-in glyph, lets you know if you're logged in as a Bentley connected user. You can minimize the ribbon and maximize the ribbon. There is our Connect Advisor and the help contents. Now in each tab, there are groups of tools. So I'm in the architectural tab right now. I see I've got common tools and place architectural element tools. If I switch to the structural tab, the common tools remains the same here, no matter which discipline tab that you are in. Notice we have now place structural elements group, place building element groups, and structural analysis group. Mechanical, again, the common tools group, place mechanical systems, place plumbing systems group. If we take a look at electrical, you load electrical, and then once I register my files for electrical, then I would have my groups of electrical tools. And you'll see other ones like data reporting, attach, drawing production, view, analysis, drawing aids, and modify. If I switch my workflow to a different workflow, you'll see how you have different tabs with their own different groups for the different workflows. Now switch back to the AECOsim Building Designer workflow. When we click on the File tab, that takes us to the Backstage page in the software, where I see a list of recently opened files, and we have our file utilities and things like that over on the left here. So we can get back to our file with the arrow up here, or escape on your keyboard will do the same thing. If we look at a little bit more detail about the different groups, notice in the Place Architectural Elements group, we have different panels. So this panel has tools for spaces, walls, doors, and windows. Then we see the next panel here has object, casework, floor, roof, profile, etc. Then there's a panel for stair and railing. Now you can right click on here and notice you can change the button size of the group. So for example, if I choose small, you see how that changed the representation of the buttons. Put it on medium and large. And you can always use the revert to default here. Some of the buttons in our panels are split buttons. So what that means by split buttons, for example, if I look at references in the common tools here, if I click on the icon, then I will get the references dialog box open up. If I click on the arrow below the icon, then I get a list of other tools that are available in that button. So split buttons are what we see there. You'll have other buttons that are basically drop-down lists. So for example, this one here, I can open up the Explorer, my Family Part toolbar from AECOsim Building Designer, my floor selector, my icon locks, etc. Now when we choose a tool to place a component, so in this example I'll choose wall here, notice how the ribbon interface changes to show me the placement and place options here now. So now I've got this placement place tab, and you can see where I've got a modify group, a placement settings group, offset settings, and placement options group. If I go to structural and choose place steel beam, again, a split button here. Notice I have the options for place steel beam. So my placement options, section orientation, and an additional options tab up here That will get me to the coping options. On some of the groups, you'll notice a little button on the bottom right. This is a Dialog Launcher. I'm in the Mechanical tab, Place Mechanical Systems group. When I choose that Dialog Launcher, that gets me to the HVAC Auto-Fitting Preferences dialog box. You can right-click on the tabs and turn off different tabs. I'm in an architectural file, so perhaps I turn off the electrical, mechanical, and structural tabs there, just to clean up the ribbon interface a little bit. Now in the quick access toolbar, there is a drop-down menu, and you can customize the quick access toolbar by choosing Customize Quick Access Toolbar here. There's your customized dialog box. You can also customize the ribbon by right-clicking on the ribbon and going to Customize Ribbon. If I hit the space bar on my keyboard, you'll get this pop-up menu with 3 different panels, and it's giving me some common tools for AECOsim Building Designer, and then some other common tools such as manipulate and modify, etc. And an escape on the keyboard will close the pop-up menu. You can double-click on the tabs, and that will also minimize or maximize the ribbon interface. In the search over here, if I search for ACS, you see how the search results show me where I can find tools for the auxiliary coordinate system in the ribbon interface. And it will show me most recently used tools, and then anywhere else it finds results in the ribbon interface. So for example, if I go to ACS planes, I can see the various places on the ribbon interface where that's available to me. Let's say I took a look at Manage ACS. Notice you get a tooltip that pops up to show you some information about that. You can turn on the Show Details on the right, and that will just show that to you right here. Show Details and Hide Details. You can just click right on it, and that will take you right to that tool from the search. So a quick look at the ribbon interface in AECOsim Building Designer Connect Edition.